so obscene, so grotesquely disproportionate that your mind struggles to hold the number. The second man sits to his right. He is tired. You can see it in the lines around his eyes, in the way his shoulders carry invisible weight. In front of him is $1 bill, crumpled, worn, barely holding together at the edges. It is his. He earned it. He worked 5 days a week, 9 hours a day for it. And behind him towers a different kind of world, a landlord's silhouette holding a rent notice that grows taller every month, a credit card statement curling at the edges like a wound that won't close, a clock frozen at 9 in the morning and refusing to release him until 5, a graph of the cost of living that only knows one direction, up. The third man sits to the center man's left. His plate is empty. Not nearly empty, not mostly empty. Empty. And behind him is not a burden of debt or rent. Behind him is devastation. His city is in flames. The ground beneath his feet has been drilled open and emptied. The leaders his people chose have strings attached to their wrists, strings that trail back across the table. His nation has been hollowed out while the world looked away. And the man in the center is leaning over to the tired man on his right, and he is whispering, "Watch out, that man on the left, he wants to take your dollar." That is the table. That is the world. Let us talk about the man in the center. Let us not be afraid of him. Let us look at him clearly, without the mythology that has been built around his kind, the mythology of genius, of merit, of deserved triumph. He is not a villain from a story. He does not twirl a mustache. He does not announce his intentions in a monologue at the end of a film. He goes to conferences. He gives speeches about innovation and progress. He funds charities with the left hand while lobbying governments with the right. He smiles for cameras. He speaks the language of giving while practicing the discipline of taking. Above the arrows that point from him toward the tired man's burdens, there is a single word: owner. Owner. Not creator, not builder, not innovator. Owner. He owns the building the tired man pays rent to sleep in. He owns the bank that issued the credit card that charges interest the tired man cannot outrun. He owns the corporation that pays the tired man just enough to keep coming back, but never enough to leave. He owns the media companies that tell the tired man what to fear. He owns the think tanks that produce the research that shapes the tired man's understanding of how the world works and who is responsible for his suffering. He does not merely have money. He has architecture. He has built the very structures within which the tired man lives, dreams, fails, and tries again, never realizing that the maze was designed to keep him running in circles. Let us speak plainly about what ownership at this scale actually means. When 8 people, 8 human beings, own more wealth than the bottom half of humanity combined, that is not success. That is a malfunction. That is not the natural result of talent distributed unevenly across the earth. Talent is everywhere. Walk into any village in any country on any continent, and you will find genius. You will find children with minds that could cure diseases and compose symphonies and solve equations that rearrange our understanding of the universe. The difference between them and the man in the center is not talent. It is not even hard work. The difference is access, and access is controlled by those who already sit at the top of the table. The tired man works harder than the man in the center has ever worked in his life. He rises before the sun. He comes home after it sets. He skips meals to make ends meet. He delays doctor's visits because the deductible is too high. He watches his children grow up in the brief windows between his shifts, wondering if this is all there is, wondering if he is failing them, wondering what he is doing wrong. He is not doing anything wrong. The table is tilted, and the man in the center